Hi, it's your me mom. Do you ever have this moment when you Do you ever wake up in the morning and you're like, I wish I had set my hair? But it probably is only relatable for people that are actually interested in vintage, because we set our hair often. It's just that I'm too lazy to do it in the evening, and then in the morning I have to spend twice as much time trying to cover up the fact that I hadn't set my hair. Which is stupid. It's stupid. It doesn't make sense, but that's how your mind works, especially if you're tired and it's midnight. So here are some tricks how to cover up the fact that you haven't set your hair and how not to ruin your vintage style outfit. It mostly refers to 1940s, obviously, because that's moi, but you could probably use it as some other decades, I don't know. You can still see like the sad remains of the curls down here, but it's not great. So we're gonna fix that. We're gonna make me look like a 1940s put together lady. I'm gonna start off with sectioning my hair, but before I do that, here is what I'm gonna use. I need a hair rat slash, what was that? Like a hair cushion? So basically I've noticed that when people do the roll that goes right here, this thing where they roll their hair, it's always too narrow. Like if you look at actual photos of women doing that, it's A, really wide, it goes up to their ears or even above that, and B, it's really low. So if you do your vintage style 1940s roll and it ends up right here, that's gonna be too high because they did the roll super low. So that's what I'm attempting with this bit here. This is a piece of felt that I folded in half and sewn together, and I left these open so I can slide the bobby pins in, and it serves as a sort of hair cushion when it comes to achieving that super wide and super low roll. But before I put this in my hair, I'm gonna leave some front sections. So oh, look at that zigzag. That's sweet. So I'm leaving the section that goes right to my ear. I'm leaving that in front. And then on this side I'm doing the same thing. You could put these in bobby pins to try and make sure it doesn't go crazy. Now, with this, if your hair tends to go like this and bundle up, you might want to pin it in place at the bottom of your head, at the... what's it called? I don't know the basic anatomy. So I'm putting like literally 2 bobby pins here just so I have the smooth back. Okay, and now I'm putting the monster inside it, and I'm gonna pin it in 2 places, which is here and here. Now I'm trying to keep it low, almost on my neck. So this one is actually quite quick, it's just that it tends to get messy. So you either have to do it well, which is not my case, or do it a little bit longer. So you need some practice with that if you want this to become your like fast hairstyle. This is the front, and then this is what I'm tucking inside the thing. So because it's the nasty part, I usually just pin the center back in place and then sort of spread it from there. It's never looking great. Oh, I look like a 2007 Carolina. That's so cute. So I'm pinning the center back. Like I'm literally pinning the folded up hair to the straight hair, like pinning it together. And now the thing that's left is like trying to cover up this bit here. Now you don't have to worry about this bit too much because we're gonna have this over right there. So now the other side. But truth be told, if it's a morning and I'm in a hurry, this would be the stage I would stop improving my hair. I'm gonna start off with the left section, and I'm going to slightly backcomb it, just so it doesn't completely fall apart. And then, putting my fingers from upwards, I'm gonna roll it around my fingers and just try to pin it in place so it doesn't fall out. Now this part I'm also going to backcomb it, and this time I'm gonna do a slight angle. So with the other thing I did this, but with this section I'm gonna go like that. I'm not sure if it's even relevant, I'm just saying that in case it doesn't work for you. So I roll it, and I am pinning that in place. You might need 2 bobby pins from each side because there's a lot of hair here. Alright, let's get a 360 view of that. Now, I'm not sure if this one's gonna work because the last time I did it my hair was like half this length. It's kind of like a fake poodle. Do you know the poodle updo of the 40s? Well, this one is just a bit of fake curls stuck together. So I guess when it comes to this one there's a lot of improvising involved. So I'm starting off with this bit here. My sections are gonna be quite wide, as you can see. I'm not curling it or anything. I'm not teasing it either. You can do that though if you want it to stay together. What I did is I took 2 of my fingers, put it right where the base is, and twisted it around my fingers, and I tucked the little bit that's left between my fingers. I put it inside the curl and I pin it in place. Now sometimes you need 2 bobby pins for 1 curl, which is annoying, but it's more secure that way, I guess. Yeah, next one. So as you can see, these 2 went sort of this direction, kind of towards my face. With this bit here, I like to go upwards, so I'm taking this section and I'm gonna go this way. So I'm twisting it the opposite direction, like towards my other ear, if that makes any sense whatsoever. And I'm gonna do the same thing here, twisting it around my finger, and I'm gonna put it this way. So the rest of this hairstyle is just putting all this in a similar manner. Now, when it comes to the rest of the head, contrary to what I've done here, I like to go this direction, so when I have the curl, I curl it sort of towards my ear and pin it in place, and that way you have sort of like a straight line and then a curl, which I think looks better than just going like that, because that's just awkward. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna randomly section my hair, put each section one by one upwards and just pin it in place. So that's what I'm doing. And you can also twist the curls a bit so they're not all facing the same direction. Doesn't really matter. So this section I'm gonna use to fill in the front gap. The good thing about this hairstyle is that it can be a bit messy and no one really cares. Like, you can't see if something's going wrong unless a curl undoes itself and goes straight, or you get the end of the hair. Other than that, it's a way to make yourself look really elegant without really being elegant, which is what I'm doing my entire life. Now here again, I'm gonna go this direction. Now with the back of my hair, I'm doing the same thing, except I'm gonna show you the back, so I'm not actually seeing anything while I'm doing it. Sometimes you have to fix some things, but if you do it well, it should stay on your head for a long time. Because I've done it on my summer vacation and it's not too bad, especially if you spray it properly. Now this one is gonna require you to have something this width. This is my lipstick, but you might as well use like a thick makeup brush or something. This is something we're gonna use to roll up our hair and then remove it. So it's better if it has like a really smooth surface that you can remove quickly. Again, just sectioning the front on this side and then on this side. Now we're gonna put these away, so I'm just gonna pin it in place so it stays out. Now the rest of the hair I'm going to roll away from my ear and go downwards, and then at the ape of my neck I'm gonna pin it in place. The rest of the hair is still loose. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Okie doke. Now the rest is gonna get twisted into something of a bun. So I'm taking it and twisting it all in one direction, and then when I've already twisted it one direction, it's gonna automatically start twisting as a whole bun. Then I'm hiding the end underneath the bun. Now if your hair is layered or otherwise difficult to work with, I highly recommend you get one of those hair nets and just put it over the bun, so it just stays in place and not falls apart. Okie doke. So when the bun is more or less secure, I'm moving on to the front section. Now you might want to backcomb, if not the whole thing, at least the sides. In my case, the sides are the ones that are the most crazy. So when I've done that, here is where my lipstick comes to place. So here is the whole hair. And I'm gonna put my lipstick somewhere around here, wrap the ends first. And once I've wrapped the ends, I'm rolling it down towards my head. Okay, so it doesn't look like much now, but I'm gonna pin it in place in the center. And once that's done, I'm gonna start with the sides. Okay, don't forget to remove your lipstick from your hair. And now I'm just gonna pin the sides more because they're sticking out and the shape is just wrong. So I'm just putting the sides sort of inside. It is kind of tricky to get the right shape. Okay, now here is the trick you can use to make this look more 40s. So you're gonna need a hairspray and a curling iron. So I've already heated my curling iron. I'm gonna go and get some hairspray. This is actually a hair gel. I'm just sort of spraying the surface of the roll. And now, I showed you this trick before. It's essentially just pretend waves on your hair. So you're gonna use a curling iron. The thinner the better actually, but I think you can work with something slightly thicker than this. And we're gonna use it upside down. So we're not gonna use it like the traditional way. We're just gonna use it like this. So starting with the front, I'm putting it sort of underneath the front layer. Now, this may be scary, and it's probably not super safe, but as long as you watch your scalp and make sure it's not touching it, it should be okay. So I'm doing this, and then I'm turning the iron slightly forward, so the handle is now up. Wow, that looks square. But you get the idea, right? So I'm gonna try and do the same thing on this side to make it more oval. Turning the iron and releasing it. Now to make it look less awkward, you can add another wave on top of that. So I'm gonna show you the whole thing around again. Somehow it looks a little bit Elizabethan. So these are all the hairstyles I wanted to show you. Obviously it takes practice, so you're not gonna just wake up one day and try out one of those and it's not gonna take you 5 minutes. But if you do them regularly or like if you practice, it's a really good trick to keep you stylish without too much effort, because I know you're all lazy, just like me. So this is how to save your hair if you haven't set it and you need it to be vintage or like 1940s for the day. Thanks for watching, and good luck with your hairstyles. Let me know if you have any questions. Out.